Alright, let's do it.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. And I know this is totally different from the usual. We are literally live streaming from Laracon, India, and today I'm here with my very good friend Freek. And probably you guys know him, so much more than you know me. However, Freek is here with me. You accepted the invitation to come.
Yeah.
So Freek, thank you so much for coming, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really like what you're doing with all the streams.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're having lots of fun at Laracon, India, right?
Yeah. Laracon, India is absolutely awesome. By the way, chat, let me know if the audio is bearable, like you can hear anything from this live stream. I hope you can hear anything because currently we are literally live streaming in the middle of the conference, so literally people are around us and people are
taking photos even now of us.
So on the live stream, people are saying that the shot is okay and the sound is okay.
Okay,
so
then we can start, right?
Exactly. So I thought about making a live stream about code. You guys know that I'm a big fan of Freek, especially his packages, and one of the packages that I like the most is event sourcing. I've done the event sourcing from Thunk, I think it's called verbs.
Yeah.
But I've heard that event sourcing with your package is a little bit more real to the reality or close to the reality. Why is that?
I think when I created the package, I was learning event sourcing myself a little bit. And my goal is always to simplify it a bit, but still, respect where it's coming from. I think with the Thunk package, they really go all in on the Laravel stuff, and that's really cool. I really like what they have done. And I think our package tries to have a little bit more middle ground in there, Okay. We still use like the words of DDD and event sourcing. We don't try to hide it, but we want to make it as easy as possible in a Laravel application to use event sourcing.
Okay.
So it's a event sourcing. It is a really complex thing. We try to simplify it. There are multiple ways to do it, and the fact that there are multiple packages for it, it just says there are multiple ways to handle this.
Okay, chat, you don't hesitate on making questions. Today I'm here with Freek, so we need to leverage this opportunity a little bit. I'm going to be honest, Freek, some of the things that always scared me a little bit from trying your package in the past was terms like aggregator, projector. And initially I started by testing the verbs package because they promised me that it would be just like actions. So I'm very excited to, try your package. So chat, what we have done so far, what we have done so far. First of all, let me know if you can see my screen. But what we have done so far is this very simple and naive to-do task. This to-do task have 3 commands. One of them is listing all the to-dos. The second one is creating a to-do, and the final one is literally just disabling all to-dos. Okay, so I think the question is can I do event sourcing with this already? Yeah,
of course. It's complete overkill to event source this, but you can do it.
You can do it. All right, chat. I hope everyone is excited as I am to try this. So far, Freek, we are literally just using the models directly, so that would be listing all to-dos. We are literally creating a to-do directly from the model. And you are equally fetching all models and delete them all as well. So if I wanted to do event sourcing on this project, why would I do that to begin with?
I think event sourcing is good for projects that have very strict auditing needs. You don't need to know the last state, but you need to know how does the application become in this state? What are all the things that are happening before it, and applications that need to make decisions based on history. One of the classic examples that I give, for instance, is imagine that you're a bank, right? And you have an account, and you go below 0. Right? And you need to send a mail whenever somebody has tried a couple of times to go below 0, 3 times below 0. And with event sourcing, you're just going to record the event somebody has tried to go below 0. And whenever that happens, you can check has this ever happened before? It can check it in a very convenient way. And when it reaches a certain threshold, you can record another event or another action that you can do then.
Interesting.
It's a little bit difficult to explain it
No, I got it. From what I understood from you is that I could potentially, for example, know, following this example we are doing here, what was the state before I flushed all the to-dos?
Yeah, indeed.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, don't hesitate on making questions. Let's take a moment just to read the chat a little bit.
Yeah.
What do we have so far? We have Adrian, of course. If you don't know Adrian, he's like the guy who is always
Yeah,
right.
he's on all the streams.
Oh, you know
right?
him as well?
Yeah. When I did streaming, he was on all my streams as well.
Okay, so we have Adrian, we have
guy.
Josh as well, who just have made an amazing presentation at Laracon India.
Yeah.
We have F. Parento as well, a usual comer to the live stream. Jonas as well, Sonder as well. How you doing, dude? Bivas, how you doing as well? And Perkit, Adrian again, and Emit. So welcome everyone to the live stream. I guess we just get started on this, okay?
Indeed. For me, myself, I said it to you before we started the stream, I'm a little bit rusty on the package itself because it's been a while since I used it myself. But reading the documentation, we'll figure it out.
Maybe we start by that actually.
Yeah,
just
indeed.
go here directly.
Indeed. Yeah.
So the first thing I explore when I'm joining a new project is what is the installation step. So I guess you have like literally right here the installation in setup.
Yeah.
So chat, this is the first time I'm seeing this, by the way. Okay, first time I'm seeing this. First step is literally requiring the package?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
so
know what it does, right?
Yeah. I guess it just requires the package.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So requiring a package really just works. I see that we are fetching some dependencies as well from Spatie.
Yeah, indeed.
You guys do that a lot, right? Like literally sharing, literally doing what packages are supposed to be used for.
Yeah, indeed. Just small functionality, and when if we create a big package, we try to split it up between small ones so you can use the small ones separately as well.
Oh
so
my
yeah,
God.
you can see here that we use one to have like a
I was
better
about to ask that one. What is the Laravel package tools?
Laravel package tools gives like, and really Laravel should have that like built in a couple of versions or something.
On the core?
Yeah, on the core, yeah.
Okay.
It makes it much easier to create a provider of a package. You know, if you want to have a package that has a config file, and you don't have the package, you use Laravel way, then you have to register the config file, and then you have to have another command to be able to publish it.
Oh, gotcha.
And with this package, you can just say, hey, my package has a config file, and it will do all of the registration behind the
Okay,
scenes.
so because this is a package, you are literally reusing that API you have made for your own packages.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Indeed,
And you also have this Laravel event sourcing. Oh, this is the package we are including.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Moving here to potentially the second one, which is publishing a configuration file. Am I right?
Yeah.
We have migrations as well, right?
Yeah.
I want to see what is exactly within migrations.
So there we are going to. You should open it up. We're going to. Create the events table. So
interesting.
Event sourcing, it works by just listening for events that are fired and just storing them somewhere. This is the somewhere. Here we are going to store them.
So when you talk about events, one of the questions I have immediately is, will I still be able to use some sort of actions-oriented API? Still feels that way?
Yeah.
It does feel that way?
Still do it. You could have like actions that just fire off events. You could have that.
Actions that fire events. Got you. To then be captured by the event sourcing package.
Yeah. Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy, should I ask what is an aggregate right now?
I think an aggregate, that is like a difficult core concept
should I just
to explain.
not talk about that anymore at the moment? Maybe not.
Yeah, let's skip that, and if you do like another stream, we can go into aggregates. Aggregates are like, for me, or the most difficult thing to comprehend. But it's also the heart of event sourcing.
Oh, okay.
We are going to only taste like a little part of event sourcing.
Gotcha.
With just recording scenes, but aggregates is where it's at, actually.
I think it's a good idea, so I can actually be familiar with the package and then be introducing the complexity a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Drippin Castle, which is one of the people that come all the time to Twitch, is saying that I agree with you, Freek, that Laravel package tools should be included in Laravel by default. And I do know, a personal insider, nobody knows this, but we have discussed it internally already if that package would make sense on the core. So I think it's in a discussion right now for Laravel 12. Let's see how it goes.
Cool.
Hi Samuel, nice to see you. And two legends from YouTube. Well, Freek is a legend. I'm trying to become one. Let's see how it goes. So I have other things here like event class, event properties. I assume this is like internal things too that I won't use directly. Am I right?
Yeah, indeed. So behind the scenes, we will serialize the event that you sent and we'll store it in those columns.
All the properties, metadata. Interesting. Should I jump to the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the snapshots, we're not going to use that. That is for when you have like literally millions of events,
Okay.
and you want to replay them. That takes a lot of time, right? So what you can do here is just record like the end state of what is being replayed, and just start off with that, and then go further with events. It's a little bit like migration squishing, you know?
Yeah.
You have lots of migrations. After a while, it just becomes too big.
Yeah.
You just squish them and you remove the old migrations.
I think
you
that
can do the same
I think
system
that
here.
actually that solves one of the problems I had with verbs, which I effectively asked, can I start from a specific moment, for example?
Yeah.
And he told me like it wasn't possible because it was only there for history purposes.
Yeah.
So I think that probably will solve one of the problems I had with verbs.
Yeah.
Jeepin Castle is saying, I'm so glad that Laravel package tools might be, or it's possible to have that included on Laravel. Appreciate Jeepin Castle that you are literally awake today to watching us. Freek is a legend, confirmed by just Steve King. So nothing new here.
Modest Belgium.
People are asking, what is a JSON B type column? Yeah, what is this? Never saw this. Good question.
I think JSON binary. I think it is. It's been a while since I do that. I think it's stored binary and then much more efficient. JSON B type. Here it is.
Oh, JavaScript object annotation. Wait, what? Oh yeah, JSON. What the fuck?
It's just JSON, but
as a binary, so a smaller version of
smaller
JSON.
version,
Possibly I cannot read what is inside. Interesting. I never used this, by the way. I don't know about you, Chad. Let me know in the chat if you have ever used JSON B. I haven't. Freek, apparently yes.
Or one of my colleagues has.
One of your colleagues, because the Spatie is an entire team, right?
Yeah, indeed.
How many people do you have at Spatie at the moment?
We're now at 10 people.
10 people? Okay.
So kind of small team, but
still dedicating a bunch of time to open source, am I right?
Yeah.
You work full time on it almost, right?
Me as well, yeah. On open source and on our own products. And like the other half of the company, they work on clients, so we're a little bit of a split company.
Interesting. So some people have used already JSON-B, which is interesting. Steve King is saying it rarely needed that type of column. By the way, chat, let me know what is your favorite Spatie package. Okay? What is your favorite Spatie package? And my favorite Spatie package, you probably know, it's Laravel Query Builder.
Ah, yeah, that's a good one, right?
That's a very good one. Literally so useful to have access to all those filters just like that, and I really like that.
Could also be included in Laravel, I think.
The Query Builder?
The Query Builder, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have used it and I was building a React front end.
Ah, yeah.
So probably would make a lot of sense, yes. Roles and permissions, people are saying.
Yeah.
Interesting. Permissions package as well here on Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can tell a story about the permissions package, very short one.
Oh, really?
I never used the permissions package myself.
Wait, what?
It was, I created it as like an exercise in package making, but I never used it myself, and it's one of the most popular ones.
This is new. I thought Spatie,
cool.
they were doing stuff for themselves, but maybe a colleague of you were using.
That could be. That could be, yeah.
Media library, which is a very popular one.
That's my favorite one.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. We have activity log as well. What else do you have? Let me just do this real quick. There we go. Event sourcing, of course. Query Builder is the GOAT. I do agree with Steve. For me, it's also the GOAT, the Query Builder, by the way. All right, folks. We're done with publishing migrations. Let's actually run the migrations.
Yep.
Does this work with SQLite?
I guess it does.
Okay.
I hope so.
Let's clear the terminal and run PHP artisan migrate. Woo! Seems to be working.
Yeah. And then this is optional, I think.
It is?
I don't.
The last one?
Maybe just publish it just to be sure.
Yeah, let's
then
still
we
do
can
it.
go over it.
All right, so this is a configuration file. Yep. Okay, I have auto-discover for projectors and reactors.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what is a projector or is a reactor. Do we want to talk about this now?
I can talk a little bit about it because we're going to probably dive into projectors in code a little bit later.
Nice.
So a projector is just a class that listens for an event that was fired, and you can basically do something in there. You can put some logic there. And a reactor, that is almost the same as a projector. It also listens for events, but they will. It's for handling side effects.
Like emails.
Like emails. Exactly.
okay.
That was the example that I want to give.
No,
so
perfect.
whenever you replay all of your events, which we're going to do a little bit later, all the projectors will fire, but the reactors won't fire again because you don't want to send like emails again that you have already sent, you know?
Interesting.
So that's for side effects. Projectors are for building up state or doing things that don't have side effects, and reactors are for handling
and
side
I can
effects.
use both effectively, the same,
Yeah.
like a task creator can use both.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. Yeah. But I think for a task creator, what we're going to do is probably do projectors because it doesn't, besides saving something in a database, it doesn't have another side effect or something.
Interesting. Okay, so, all right, I got that one.
Yeah.
Moving forward down, I have this discover base path.
Yeah, so the package, it has commands to create stuff like classes like projectors and reactors. And these both two things, they say like, I don't want to register them manually, just scan my projects for where they are and just do the right thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's very Laravel-like, right?
This is when I want to register them manually, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
The same.
Reactor is the same.
Yeah.
Q for handling side effects by default, that would be?
That all events are getting passed to the projector in the right order. So if you have like multiple queues, you don't have a guarantee that like all the events will happen in the correct order.
Gotcha.
And here we are just going to put all of the events that we want to store on one queue so they get handled in order.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And do we care about
this is also a very nice one.
Okay.
So this is something that I do in every project. So it is basically the model that backs up the table that we just saw to store the events. And in each of my packages, I make the models overwritable. So you can, maybe if you want to use another database connection for storing the
makes
models,
so much
then you
sense,
can just create your own model that extends ours and do any configuration on your custom model. So that's something nice that I always do.
Oh yeah. Can we talk about you not doing the 3 characters rule from Taylor right here? My eyes are bleeding right now.
Sorry.
By the way, chat, does any of you actually does the 3 characters rule from Taylor Otwell? I don't.
No,
but I do on
neither.
Cloud though.
Yeah.
On Cloud, I actually am using the 3 characters rule all over the place. What do we have here? Do you have a data objects package?
Yeah, we have a DTO package. Yeah.
Interesting. Parento, I have never used the data objects package, by the way. John is saying nice approach regarding the discoverability, I assume. And we also have Trip Zoe saying the following. When it comes to event sourcing, where do I draw a line between standard updates versus event sourcing, depending on the context? Or just go all event sourcing? This is a great question.
Yeah, this is a great question. And this is like hard to explain like in 5 minutes.
Okay.
But the gist of it is you don't need to event source your entire application.
Okay.
You can just event source parts of it and where it makes sense and do it traditionally in the rest of the project. So for instance, we're building a to-do app. You could just do that classic and do another kind of part of the application, maybe the user management in an event sourced way. So you can mix and max approach it.
Very great question. Thank you much, Trippy, for making that question. Do not hesitate on making questions on like this. Someone is asking me to do streams of all their packages.
Okay.
I want to do the query builder one. That one I have to do it because it's so good. It's so good. And you know, some people prefer, like just Steve King, prefers to have declarative event instead of discoverability.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I never want to say that you should use event sourcing. There are a couple of people that say do it all, but for me, no, just do what makes sense.
Okay, there is any other configuration here which is a must to review, or?
No, not really. Not really. We can just continue.
Okay, so I think, Freek, we should go to our console.php, which is literally the place we are creating to-dos, and try to migrate these 3 lines to event sourcing effectively. Where do I start? Do I go documentation or I ask you? What do you think?
Let's maybe start by just doing it on our own. Probably in a real application, this is totally overkill what we're going to do, right? But we're going to create like events for the things that you're doing now to model. So we're not going to create models here at all. We're going to fire off events for this.
Okay, you mean that I fire events from my models?
No, we're going to fire off events for your commands. So we're not going to create a to-do here. We're going to create an event for that, like create you to do.
All right.
So this is what I want you to do. We already have like an events on there. You know, there's a slim directory, of course. We're just going to create an event. So
events table, events folder.
Events folder, but probably PHP Artisan make event will create that one, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm also a fan of this, by the way. That would be create to do, or
yeah, create to do, yeah, like that.
There we go.
And now we have that event, and of course it accepts a description, right?
Correct. That would be in a constructor.
Yeah, in the constructor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do a protected, a string description.
Yeah.
And I think that's it, actually.
Yeah,
at least for this example.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So why is complaining though? Wait, what? Protected string description.
I think that's right.
It might be because
it has the right PHP version.
I'm going to do PHP 8.4.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
We're on a live stream.
Oh, I was missing the parentheses, dude.
Ah, okay.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Sorry, Chad.
How many PHP developers takes it to construct a constructor?
Fadi, thank you so much for your subscription through Prime. I really appreciate your support, dude. Thank you so much. And of course, people on the chat were already complaining that we're missing a bracket.
Yeah.
Because you guys are much better developers than I am. That's why. Providing the description on the constructor, and so this basically is like the state I want for the to-do, right?
Yeah.
What else should I do?
You can remove that.
I don't want broadcasting. Yeah.
And I think we also need to extend the event class provided by the package. Maybe you should go to the package first, to the documentation first.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I'm creating, this is, just to clarify, this I'm creating is just a regular event or is already...
It's a special event. It will become a special event by extending, I think, another class, so we can store it. Let me writing your first projector, is it there?
So, okay. We are writing a projector already then. Or not yet?
Yeah, I don't know where the... preparing events, maybe that's it. Preparing events. Here. Extents should be stored. That's
interesting. Okay. What is this? What is this?
I don't know what that is.
Maybe some sort of integration between PHP Store and Media Package?
I guess so.
Wait, what? Hey, chat, are you guys seeing this? I'm going crazy, or this is something I have never seen in my life? You guys let me know. By the way, the chat have a 30 seconds delay between... Yeah, so every time I speak, they will possibly answer afterwards. Chat, have you ever seen anything like this? I haven't. So, should be store. It's not yet imported, so let's do that. Oh, here we go, my small helper here. Okay, space event sourcing, stored events should be stored. People are saying it's potentially an integration with Laravel IDEA.
Yeah, that could be.
So specifically Laravel knows your package, that's probably it. And you know, some people literally don't know where that thing is literally coming from. Interesting. All right, should be stored. Anything more? I guess this is still a little bit outdated with PHP 8.2 or 8.1.
Yeah, probably.
Not property promotion. And at least from this example, the event is super simple, right? It doesn't have handle methods, anything?
Nope. Just that's it.
All right, so we should effectively be done.
Yeah.
This needs to be dispatchable.
No, it doesn't need it.
So I just
You can just remove it all.
All right, let's run Pint on this to make this pretty. And bam, boom, and it's done. All right, cool. So I have my first event.
Yeah, now we're going to make a projector.
A projector, okay, chat. So do you have let me try to guess it.
There's an artisan command for that. I think it's projector create, I think.
Like this?
Or projector make, I don't know. If it doesn't work, try and make colon projector.
Okay, what would be the name of the projector though?
To do projector.
Like this?
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
All right, to-do projector on event happened.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
now we can do stuff on when that actually happens.
Oh,
You know?
so you mean that, for example, if I DD here, by the way, chat, you guys know what is the best debugger in the world. So I'm
Ray?
going
Well, easy question, easy question.
Oh my god, I could have set up Ray here.
No, DD is fine.
It is fine? All right,
DD is
chat.
fine.
Promise being made. We are going to literally do a stream with Ray as well. People are saying it's DD. Oh my god. Steve King is saying that we should 100% use an aggregate. So I guess he already is an advanced user.
Yeah, of course. I think Steve probably has like the event sourcing mindset already pretty good in mind. For me, it's already a couple of months ago, or even I think more than a year ago.
Yeah.
And I think an aggregate might be a little bit too complicated to get started with.
Gotcha.
So we can do like a second stream on that because technically he's right.
Yeah. Okay, some people said Ray, of course. Ray is, you see?
Hey,
I do know that a lot of people love Ray, but DD at the moment is so ingrained in myself that I kind of need to just, maybe evolve to something like Ray. So Freek, if you allow me, what I will do now is try to capture this DD from my console.php.
Yeah.
By the way, Shad, if it becomes too loud, if you cannot hear us correctly, let me know immediately because Laracon India may actually go on pause right now, and a lot of people will be around us.
There will be like hundreds of people here in a minute.
Okay, let's go to console.php, and I want to literally replace this with event.
Yeah.
New to-do created.
Yeah, because you want to pass in an argument.
And the argument will be the description itself.
Yeah.
People keep saying that the sound is okay. I'm very surprised, Chad, because this is really the first time I'm using this. Okay, with Freek as well, and hopefully, works good. So create to do, and I won't need this anymore here, right?
No, indeed.
One question though. I had the same question when I was working with Thunk. Can I have access to the created to do ID, or would I have to do a query afterwards?
You need to do a query afterwards because you will only create it in the projector.
Okay, on this case I just want the description, so it's actually fine.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if I do this, oh, not yet. So the to-do projector is not actually...
No.
Okay, that is a reason?
Because we need to type into the event that we want to capture there.
Wow, automatically?
Automatically, yeah.
So
I think in a real project I would give this like a good name as well, like on to-do created. And I think maybe you could use invoke here, where if you are only handling one event. But
we're going to handle multiple
events. Yeah. So on to-do created, and I hope you see it.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's good auto wiring there, right?
Oh yeah, that was not bad.
Yeah.
So chat, just to recap, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno. Today I'm here with Freek Mers, a legend in the PHP ecosystem. And what we are doing today, it's kind of simple. We are literally implementing event sourcing in the very simple application. Our application is kind of simple. We just have our console.php with 3 features. It lists all to-dos. It creates a single to-do. And finally, deletes all of the to-dos we have. Now, we are migrating from a traditional way of building this app, which is using models directly, to some kind of event sourcing approach. And to do that, I have installed a Freekist package called Laravel Event Sourcing. And afterwards, I have created one event with the name Create To Do. I pass the properties to that event, and finally, do this projector, which is reacting to my new Create To Do. We are capturing this DD at the moment. So I assume at some point we want to persist the state of this event. How can I do that?
We're going to do that inside of the projector.
Okay,
so here
on
you create that to do.
Using the model.
You're going to do, create. And here you have the description on the event itself. Here.
Oh, is this
AI
high?
just...
Oh, it needs to be public then.
Yeah, indeed, it needs to be public. So.
Yeah, of course, chat.
Yeah.
So here, for example, we have to make this public.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we cannot access to the properties on the projector. Want some questions here from the chat. Let's see how it goes. Justin Steve King is saying that an aggregate is a little bit like the repository, a way to proxy the logic to its final destination.
Yeah, you could define it like that. I think of it as like a class that will safeguard the state of your events, and it will decide when other events will be fired. But that's a little bit complicated without like a concrete example.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And what else we have? Do you think that this create to do should be past tense or not? Feels weird to me because we are creating the to do after.
I think all events should be like present tense. It makes more sense to me.
Yeah,
you know?
I also think that because when we are dispatching this event, the to do is not yet created. I think it makes sense that you create the to do.
Yeah.
Here's the event. So it makes sense. So here I would do to do create, right? This is fully.
Oh, sorry. No, I think indeed maybe Let's not handle this now. That's a little bit discussion. Just leave it like this.
Okay. This will be to do create, and I provide the description of the event. And now, because it's public, there we go.
There we
fully
go.
auto completion here, and in theory. In theory, Shad, in theory, I'm going to just flush them all first. Yes. I should be able to type create to do. This will be hi. It's Freek and Nuno from Laracon, India. Yes. And if I type PHP artisan to-do list, this is a real test. There we go.
There we go. And now look inside of the database.
Why is that?
Because we're going to take a look at the events table to see.
You got
what
changed
is
already? What is your suggestion about to access the database? Can I do with Thinker?
You can do with any favorite tool that you want. It will only be one row.
Yeah, I do have a few things on my favorite tool, like cloud database and etc. So I want to avoid that.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So
maybe I think it's called stored event is the model, I think. Oh yeah, table stored events then. Yeah. And then just list everything, I guess.
Like all.
All, yeah.
Get.
Yeah, there we are.
Interesting.
So we're not using like aggregates, so we don't mind that. And here you can see that we put something in the log. Of that type. Where is the? Why didn't it save the property though?
Oh, here I should see the description.
I guess it needed to see the description. Maybe the helpline Steve King knows, because I know he's familiar with the package. I would think that it would store the event property automatically there.
Automatically?
Yeah, indeed. Event name map. Event name map.
No, I don't think that.
You need to. Yeah. This is ID check ID2. The first time that we fired it off, it was still protected.
Oh yeah.
So
Thank you, Doreto. Thank you so much for your help, dude. I really appreciate you guys paying attention and being a little bit more developed.
I'm really happy with helpline Steve here, though.
Oh yeah. Like honestly, like everyone on the chat, they are so because they are watching the stream, they are literally following. So I really appreciate your support, folks. So what you're saying is that the event 1 doesn't have anything.
No.
And we need to go to the event 2.
Yeah, and there it will probably have it. I hope so.
Oh, the 3.
The 3. Okay.
There we go, Shad.
Yeah, there
we see the description. It's freaking Nuno from Laracon, India. Let's go. So we have here all the history of everything has been created.
Yeah.
Can I already leverage? What can I do now? Like, let's move forward. Yeah. I was wondering if I can leverage already. This, like,
just delete your to-do.
Like with
to-dos now.
With flush?
Yeah, just flush all your to-dos.
Using the model directly?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you said it. So I'm going to type PHP artisan to do flush. Yes.
Boom. Now we're going to replay the events, but because we made a little error with that description, you need to make the property description nullable.
Oh.
Because otherwise it's going to crash, right? Because we have like events in there with no description at all.
That would be this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and make that type indelible as well. Don't need to tell you that.
All right. How about now?
Now I think the command will be event replay. I don't know for sure. We'll see. Ah, yeah, there you go.
I say yes?
Yeah. So now the package will go through all of the events,
Yeah.
and it will fire them off again, and all of the projectors will get the event again, and so all of the to-dos will be created again.
Well, wait a
Let's
second.
see how
Before I do that, I want to make sure something. PHP Artisan to-do list. All right, nothing.
No lists.
So I'm going to do this now, and I'm going to say yes.
Ooh, what is there?
Oh, the description cannot be empty.
Ah,
I'm gonna-
in your migration.
Yeah.
What you could also do is just flush all the stored events and just try again.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. So to do that, should I type PHP Artisan migrate flush?
Yeah, it's good. Let's just rebuild everything.
Oh, migrate
Yeah, I have a
fresh.
Yeah, that's it.
flush, yeah.
Okay,
So-
now everything is empty.
Yeah. To do create.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Freek in Nuno from Laracon, India. I love India.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, now we have 2 events.
Yeah, I'm gonna do them all.
Okay.
So typically I should have nothing at all.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But in the events table we should have.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
you could maybe show that in the events table we now have like the events and they all have a description.
Oh yeah. Now I should have 2, right?
2, yeah,
Yeah.
indeed. Sorry.
Okay.
There they are, and now they have a description. No?
Right. Okay. And finally, the real test is literally come here, PHP Artisan to do flush.
Yeah.
Oh, they're already gone actually.
They're already gone.
Oh yeah.
Nothing there.
So PHP Artisan event replay.
Yeah. And so here by default it will replay the events for all projectors.
Okay.
But the package also has like options to only replay it for like a certain projector. Maybe you have like event source like a certain type of thing, and you need to just remove that, but want to keep all the rest. You can just replay it for one projector.
Oh,
now
okay.
we're just going to do it for
For all of
everything.
them, yeah?
Yeah.
Should I
Let's keep
say
it
yes?
simple. Yeah. So
Replaying to events.
they have
Okay.
been replayed. I should do something nice with Laravel prompts here instead of
Like
that.
a small good UI.
Yeah.
So I assume I have all the to-dos.
I'm going
That's
to say
crazy.
this to the audience. I'm going to accept a PR for that. For somebody who wants to
All right,
just integrate
Chad.
prompts with
Exactly. All right, Chad. Freek just said if you want to get started with open source, this is a perfect example. Literally, Freek is saying that this progress bar could be nicer, or this output. So you guys can do an open source contribution, potentially with Laravel prompts, and make this UI a little bit more, more sexy. Let's say that.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm also noticing that now we have literally everything is back right now, which is kind of cool, to be honest. A projector is way more simpler than I thought.
Yeah. It's very simple.
A little bit busy now. Sorry. I'll be back in a second. So way more simple than I thought. And really just works, to be honest.
Yeah, projector is just the gateway drug into event sourcing.
Yeah.
But where the real meat is, but we're going to do that in another stream. Maybe we should.
Yeah.
We're already busy for a time. Do that possibly in another stream if there's like interest in that, where we can go to aggregates. But that is where the heart really is.
The real cool stuff. Okay, I see.
Indeed. Yeah.
All right, so basically we are creating a to-do through the event, have the projector to effectively store the real meat on the database. If I want to send an email, you told me that there is something called
That we can do as well.
Yeah.
A reactor. So you can
reactor.
do make reactor, Artisan make reactor. And this will be a silly example, right? Just name it whatever you want.
So reactor will have the concrete name of what we are doing, or would be something like to do creative potentially?
It would be like the task that you're doing, like this reactor will send mail to...
So That would be send or send mail. Send mail to do creator.
Yeah. Send mail to a user or something very concrete to a user, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, got you.
Now we have a reactor.
Yeah, we do, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is like the same thing as a reactor. So here you can type in an event there where this should be triggered.
Okay, that would be to do create.
To do create, yeah.
Okay.
And maybe do something silly here, maybe send it to the log or something that we can see, or dump it. Yeah, you can do that as well. Sending an email to a user.
Okay. Oh, I see this should queue. Are things queued by default?
Yeah, things are queued by default because these classes, they handle side effects, right?
Yeah, so emails. That would be
emails, yeah, and then they will automatically be
Just
put on
out
the
of curiosity, does a projector can also be queued?
Probably not, because it's like things that need to be stored immediately.
Registering a user to log in the user. Okay.
Yeah, indeed. You want to do that stuff immediately.
Gotcha. One question as well.
Yeah.
We are literally creating a to-do right now.
Yeah.
Let's say we want to do event sourcing with a user stable where the creation of the user happens on the register process, which we are going to do things such as logging the user.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You would only do that login and everything on the controller, but the event sourcing would kind of only do the persistent part, right?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
of course
it's not coupled to the HTTP layer.
No, indeed, not at all. And if you would do this on a logging page, you would use like this model. This would be like a user model to log somebody in. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. You can use those projectors as if they were regular models.
So this makes sense, chat. So basically what Freek is saying is that here is just for persisting stuff. If you have stuff which is coupled to the console, like printing info or potentially logging a user, that would be on the controller itself.
Yeah.
I do think like this actually cables very well with actions.
Yeah.
You know, this is my action actually.
Yeah, indeed.
This is my action right here.
Yeah. This is building up state. What you're doing
this
here.
is literally my action. This to-do projector, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting thing, Steve is saying that he uses a DTO to send the event. So I think what Steve is saying is that this would be a DTO instead of being the actual description, which makes sense.
That could also be something for like another stream. To keep things very, very simple.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is cool stuff. Sanders is saying, indeed, is a cool thing. And Steve obviously is using this package all the time. Yamdabad is saying that uses reactors for sending emails or SMS, which makes total sense. So we have seen events, we have seen projectors, reactors. What else can we see regarding event sourcing here? For example, you told me that we can squash events. And then run projectors only from that state. So,
that's been a while ago since I've done that. Let's not do that on stream. Let's do that for another time.
Gotcha. Would you apply event sourcing on any of the other tasks here? Probably this one, no?
Maybe on Flush. Yeah. I think you could run it on each of them.
This will be delete to do, right? We are going to have literally this. Ooh. Oh, I forgot the .php. So basically, what he's showing right now is where I have ended up with the events from Thunk, the verse package. But obviously, I didn't have the creator next to me, so I was kind of figuring out this on my own.
How you should do that.
On my own.
Basically. This could indeed also be an event.
So delete to do. I'm curious.
Delete all to-dos. Let's do flush to-dos. Like all to-dos.
All to-dos. We don't have parameters whatsoever. So it'll be like this. And finally, we have the projector, which will react on public function delete all. No, on delete all to-dos.
The package for discovering like which things should fire, it won't actually take a look at the method name, but on the type hint there.
So this will be
We're busy now. Sorry.
on delete all to-dos.
Yeah.
And finally here, I'm going to actually delete the to-dos, right?
Yeah.
So this would be probably to-do.
Flush, I guess. Yeah, or
I was wondering that. Chat, don't we have like a method to delete all of the to-dos? We cannot use truncate, can we? Because that would...
you could truncate it.
But it would fuck the IDs, no?
Ah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Chat, do we have any method on eloquent models that will effectively delete all of the to-dos? Steve, I was just suggesting to Freek truncate, but that actually will not preserve the IDs. I think the IDs will be resetted, right?
It will be reset, but I think in this context it's okay.
It will actually work?
In a real event sourcing thing, you would probably store a UID somewhere. And do it that way. But let's just keep it simple.
All right.
And don't mind that the IDs are like.
So I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. This should work. Finally, I'm gonna adjust my console PHP.
Yeah.
To instead of doing this.
An event, and did you already create the event itself?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was watching the chat, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this would be
a new one. You need to have an instance.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the chat is saying eloquent model find delete. Oh yeah. Well, actually, you know what? This should just work like this.
Really?
Confirmed by the audience at Laracon India that this will just work.
Ah.
Yeah. So I think this will work because it's like making a query and then apply the delete to all of them, to all of the query.
Ah, nice. Yeah, here in the chat they also say, would query delete do so without hydrating? I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So let's keep the to-do delete here.
This is a very simple example.
Yeah. All right, chat. So we have how many to-dos we have right now? To-do list. That will be 2. Okay. To-do flush. Ah, that was close. Oh, I think I need to do this. This will work for sure, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
Could be a nice goodie to make as a contribution,
Yeah, indeed.
To Laravel
Indeed.
my friends?
Now you should maybe take a look in the events table. That you see that there's
interesting. Okay.
Or maybe in the to-dos you could also take a look at that they're now all gone.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just to be sure.
They're live streaming now.
Oh, nothing. Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing there.
So
and now,
the query delete worked.
Yeah, take a look at the event list.
So we have. I assume we have one more now. One more stored event.
Yeah, indeed.
So we have our first create to do.
Yeah, we create to do. Then you create another to do.
So cool.
And then you see we have deleted all of the to do there. And yeah, you
so cool.
And you fired it twice. And what you could do, if you replay all events now, then you would have no to-dos because you flush them all at the end.
So basically here, what you're saying is that I can potentially do now to-do create again. Hello again, India. Oh, not this one.
Hello. Then you would have another event. Anyway, if you replay all, do a couple. Another event,
Okay, so we had 2, we flushed them, and now we have 3, right? So I assume that if I run PHP Artisan, even replay, I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to be back to 3 again.
I think you should flush the to-dos first, because the package won't do that for you.
Oh, you're smart. You're smart. Yeah.
Because now we're starting from an empty state.
Oh, but because I have used this command, I will always end up with nothing.
Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, then you should do flush that manually.
I will use it at Tinker.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do how I always do this, which is final test. And final test V2. You never do this? Final?
Yeah.
How you guys name your projects when they are totally done? Do you guys do final_final or you do something else? Let me know, chat. I'm curious about that. All right, so we have 2 events, right? To-do list. Yeah.
The final test. And now maybe using another tool or maybe a tinker, delete those, but not using your command.
Right.
Or you could just put your event in command.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do PHP
Just do it
artisan
here?
tinker.
Yeah.
So that would be to do.
Query delete.
Yeah. Here we go. So we don't have none.
Now you should have none. Yeah. And now when you replay, those delete events that we stored will be also delete the to-dos that were there at that state, so we'll only have like the right.
So I assume we have like 9 events at the moment, right? 10 actually.
10, yeah.
10 actually.
Yeah.
We
So-
are back.
And we
That's
still
crazy.
have that state.
That's crazy. Congratulations, Freek. This is actually awesome.
There's also like, I don't know by heart which parameter it is, but you can say like, replay the events up until to that event. So you could see like your table in history. You know?
Interesting. Would that be, for example, on the help?
Stored aggregate.
From?
It's from. It's not until. I should add an until in there as well. Okay.
People are saying that final V2 use this. That's a fine one.
Yeah.
And someone said, I never use this, so there's no final. Oh, no. Projects are never finished. So I never.
No final. Okay. Yeah. That's also true. Yeah.
So,
But let's just skip this. I think we got already.
That was awesome. Chad, I think
this.
This pretty much got me into what I was with verbs from Thunk. However, I did got a little bit more terminology here with projectors and reactors, and obviously I got the opportunity to be with my very good friend Freek in learning a little bit more about event sourcing. Freek, there is any resource you recommend to people who want to try this at home, like event sourcing? Do you have a book or
well, we do have a book on this. I think maybe the best resource, if you want to put your toe into the water, is just read the documentation.
Okay.
It's a mini course on event sourcing. I say it starts with like getting familiar with the event sourcing.
Okay.
But we also have published a course. Go to Spatie. You're already on Spatie.me.
I think.
Go to maybe our products page.
This one?
Products. Will be with products. And probably if you scroll a little bit down, there should be like an event sourcing course in there. Event sourcing in Laravel. Yeah.
Interesting. I thought
I
thought it was like a video course, but actually it's like a book actually. Interesting. With the price adjusted to the region. Because we are in India chat at the moment, so obviously we have a chat. All right, I'm going to ask something to Freek, and Freek will give you the answer afterward, but I would love to have some sort of discount code, if you can, just for my audience here.
Yeah, sure.
You can have that? All right, chat. I'm going to share with you guys on Twitter what is the discount code, only for today.
Yeah, okay.
Only for today, okay,
for
chat?
these viewers.
Exactly, for you guys in the chat, and only for today. That being said, thank you so much for coming. You know that I love you. I love to be with you. I'm glad to be in India with all these people right now. That being said, chat, thank you so much for having us. Catch you guys next time. I love you all, and peace out.